I'm out in the garden. I'm checking on things, looking above and underneath leaves, and guess what I found? Hello, welcome to Annedale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm so glad that you're here today. Thank you so much for coming. While I'm walking through the garden and checking everything out, I'm so happy to have tomatoes that are blooming up all over the place. We have tomatoes all over everywhere, y'all. I'm so excited about these little babies that are happening. Oh my gracious. And I'm looking through the sea of tomato plants that I'm so happy about. And my big huge squash plant that has a little baby squash on it. And I keep walking around here, and then I noticed something. And I said, what is that? Oh my gracious. And then I walk a little further and I see something here. What is that? And this, it's been eaten by a tall animal. Let me get rid of that little sucker right there while we're here. Yep, it's been eaten off. And here, can you see that? Yeah, something's been nibbling on my tomato plant. I'm not happy about that. And I check and I see another over there that's been chewed on. Just a few sporadic plants here and there. And I'm looking all over the place thinking, what in the world could have done this? Yep, a deer has been into my garden. A deer, doggone thing. Probably swam from across the creek, right over there. It lives in these woods, and it can swim a whole lot better than any person I've ever seen. But yeah, it came and helped itself. So what was our solution? My husband helped contribute a little around the edge of the garden, marking his territory, so to speak. We're getting ready to put out some Irish Spring soap to deter deer as well. What do if a deer comes in your garden? There's my MIG cabbage that's ready to be picked. It took a long time, man. I planted that cabbage back in January, and I've pulled off leaves that the bugs have eaten. But we have a good full head now that's ready to harvest. And then another problem that we have in the garden. We have these collards that are growing beautifully. But look, the bugs. Yeah, they had a field day with this one, but not that one, or some down the line down there. They chewed on this one too. What we did was spray it with DE. We had some DE powder that we have put all over the place, and so far it has worked. Our green beans are doing great. Then the cucumber vines. Let's see if I can back up. Let you guys see those cucumber vines. I want to show you how tall they are. If you can see how tall they are. I'm standing up tall, and these things are way over my head. The vines are glorious. Oh my gracious, they're so beautiful. Now let's get back to the vines, right? They are so tall and wonderful. We have blooms everywhere. Oh my gracious. And the bees in the morning are just buzzing all over the place. And I guess I just need to be patient, but we don't have that much fruit that's coming along. I have some little baby cucumbers, but they're not growing really well. See, they're kind of struggling. We do have one. I've only picked one cucumber off this big, huge vine. We have one that's just about ready, but the bees are everywhere, which is great. I think what happened was we may have had too much nitrogen. I fed it with the super juice all the time, and that super juice, man, they were taking off, which is great. And I have been told that we need a little PK, which I had to look up what P and K stood for, phosphorus and something else. Anyway, we did put some of that out, and hopefully it will help. That other big, glorious squash plant that you saw, it was planted the same day as these. We have the same fertilizing, same time when I give them super juice. They're not growing so well, but they still have lots of blooms. And hopefully we'll still have some squash plants. Our okra plants are a little stunted as well. I'm just not sure about that. So we have some problems, but we have some praises. Look at that beautiful lettuce, and it's delicious, absolutely delicious. This lettuce over here, even though it's gone to flower now, never was very tasty to me. It's really strong and a little bitter, but we still have some praises. So I just wanted to share with you the good and the bad, the problems and the praises on the land of plenty, so that maybe you could have the same kind of perspective that I did as far as looking for the good, looking for the good, instead of being all upset over anything. This is our no stress zone, our garden, the land of plenty. It's still popping. It's still giving lots of food. We're just sharing a little with the nature. So if you have had any of these problems that we have, I would appreciate what you do to help to resolve those problems. Maybe you can tell me in the comments what's going on with you, how you deter deer, why your cucumbers might not be putting off tons and tons. These vines should have cucumbers hanging like, I don't know, like crazy. But they're not yet. I'm going to be patient and see what happens, along with trying to help as we go along. But yeah, we have some problems, but we also have some praises. So as you stand back and look at your garden, we can just be grateful for all the praises and work on all the problems. Thank you so much for coming to Annedale Homestead. I'm Ann. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.